All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Our Sunday stream, which has quickly become, at least for the moment, Farming Valley, because we're having too much fun with it to stop, is now once again back.
How's it going, everyone?
I am the Krampus, and joining me right now is Bograt.
Howdy.
We anticipate that our good friend Shiv is going to be on at some point. Don't know when, but we figure he's got work or something, and he'll join us when he can.
So, in between streams, as we said, we were going to do some advancement. We didn't actually, once we decided we were going to keep streaming this on Sundays, we didn't do any of the actual, buy a new villager plot thing and place those down.
Yes.
But all three of us have sort of built out our little homesteads and
So allow me to take...
gathering stuff to advance.
Since I didn't do so before, and since a lot of stuff happened off stream, allow me to take you guys on a tour. So, this is still the in-progress beachside mansion of myself. Villa de Cramp.
Meanwhile, as Krampus is walking around there, one of the things to notice is we flattened and cleared a whole lot of ground to be used for expanding the village, because turns out some of the buildings are huge. The animal ranch in particular, which is one of the ones we're going to be getting pretty early on today, is massive, as you might expect from the place where they keep all the cows and stuff.
Yep. You'll recall last time that we built the general store here, and next to it is Yurif, I believe his name is?
Yulif.
Yulif.
Carpenter's Shack.
Yeah, Carpenter's Shack. A lot of stuff... Oh, sorry, go ahead. As you recall... Okay, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, the chest over here next to Yulif Shack is just a place for stowing the logs and stone that is necessary for any further village buildings.
Okay.
So we just kind of have somewhere where we shove that stuff now when people want to grab it to buy a new building plan.
Alright. Yeah, as you recall, a lot of stuff in this mod pack, the basics of which we would have to buy with coins rather than mining and building. We have...
So over here we have, as you can see, Shiv's farming and forestry. So off on this side we've got Shiv's sort of tilled land where he's growing stuff right now.
Yep. He's got a very nice house with a little tower here. He's built some fantastic maple stairs. It's all empty on the inside right now, just because we've worked more on getting the outside structures built than actually on filling it with any content, and there's a lot of content we just haven't unlocked yet. Plans are in motion. And if we come over here...
And then if we come out this way, you'll see the grand staircase up to the Lord's Manor. So this is my house up here.
Yeah, it's very nice use of the Botania flowers. I like it.
Yes, I went and spent a lot of time gathering flowers. Also, the roof on this, I'm particularly proud of. The actual peaking using the logs as style. That's something I figured out when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the roof on this. And actually, Shiv saw me do that and was inspired and did that on his own house down there. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. I've got a stained glass window over the entryway. Then we enter into the grand hall, which has its
Yeah, also have an intruder.
Yeah, it's fine. So one thing this mod pack does not include is any mod that lets you see lighting.
Ah, yes.
So I'm still not entirely clear where lighting gaps are.
I think putting that torch down fixed it.
Yeah.
The only other place I could think of is maybe, like, right here? Just
no, that should be covered by the one from the chandelier.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So through these doors, come to the sort of roundabout hallway here, which just mostly goes around this room, which will eventually be the library.
Okay. Oh, this is a very nice fireplace.
Yeah, so I've got a grand fireplace, which eventually, once we actually get any of the sort of blocks that can burn forever, so like nether or any of the fireproof woods,
yeah,
that's going to be filled in there, and there's going to be an actual fire going in there rather than just torches. There's going to be the ladders, which go... Basically, all these walls are going to be lined with bookcases, so the ladders are there to be able to climb up the bookcases.
Okay.
Then that goes on to the second floor here, which has this glass wall leading into my bedroom. for right now only has my double canopy bed.
Does
This
it
room
work
off
as
to
an
the side
actual
here.
bed?
Yes.
Ah, excellent. I was wondering about that.
Yes, that actually is a fully functional bed. Back here is my little workshop area. Got
Nice.
a cauldron there that I stole from a witch's hut, furnace and workshop, and the deco bench, which is so the deco bench is part of Deco Craft, which is one of the mods included in this pack, which is what lets you get all kinds of stuff.
Oh,
So that's
yeah,
like where
just-
the double canopy bed comes from. Ton of other furniture options, mostly decorative stuff. Like none of it's really functional.
Yeah.
Like the bed works as a bed. Like that chair you saw down in the library does work as a chair. You can sit in it. Off this way, through this door, comes out onto my lovely terrace from which I can overlook the town.
Demand the production of more stone chairs as befitting a noble.
This leads back out into this hall. Off to the opposite side there is just heads out to my little farm plot. There's nothing really much there.
It's still a very nice hallway.
Yep, and then that leads, like I said, out to my farm plot.
There's the seller's box over there.
Across the way here. I'm thinking this section here, I may eventually make my aviary. Build like a glass house and put some birds in there.
Okay.
So this leads back into like a little storage room here, back inside. Coming down this way, this leads to what is currently my apiary, where I've got my bee stuff going, though I'm going to have to build a separate one, as I explained to Shiv and Krampus offline. Unfortunately, moving up to the Lord's Manor here took me into the extreme hills biome, which is too cold for most bees. So I have to build a different apiary that's at a level above the bees. And then this was just a supply of cactus to get me some green color for the deco bench. And then there's one last room, which we kind of managed to skirt around a bunch. And that is through here, comes into what will eventually be the dining hall with the kitchen over in here.
Okay.
And there will be a stairway up to that little lip, which will be the Lord's table.
Okay. A lot of time and thought went into this place.
I don't half-ass buildings in Minecraft, as you well know. that was why I was sort of our construction master when we were doing the stuff over on HP's stream.
Yeah, zombie.
Just because I did a lot of planning on all my stuff. So yeah, that's the stuff we've actually built so far for our stuff. And then today we're gonna hammer out a bunch of the village buildings just because we kind of have the stuff ready for them. We were specifically not doing them because we wanted to save those for being done on stream.
Yes.
One notable thing, that large area of flatland we have there laid out for the village is very dangerous. If like, HP or Zabuni or any of the other Vince or anybody, you know, any of the other Sound Goblin folks that might end up eventually joining us on this server are watching this, you know, either now or later. Just a word of advice, if you dig anywhere within, I'd say probably 8 to 10 tiles of the coast on that big flat ground, there's at least a 30% chance you're going to drop yourself into a ravine and die.
Yes, we have covered up the great seam in the world.
Yeah, there is just straight up a ravine underneath a lot of this that I just put one layer of dirt over and called it a day, because I was like, whatever.
find where I put my tools.
So that being said, one of the big pushes for today, as we said, we're going to get a lot of the village buildings built. One of the big things is getting a big push for the blacksmith, because a lot of stuff is locked behind the blacksmith.
Yep.
I'm thinking about going over and getting the plans for the poultry farm and the animal ranch right now. My only hesitation is I don't know if Shiv already actually grabbed those. And I would prefer not to waste resources that can go towards getting us other buildings. Screw it. If he did, he did.
Yep.
It's logs and stones. It's not exactly the hardest resources to come by in this game. Son of a bitch.
What's up?
Can't do it right now anyways. It's Saturday. Ulif isn't open.
Right.
Well, we'll do our sort of normal day progress, and if Shiv shows up before then, we'll find out if he has the stuff, and if not, I'll just buy the building plans and we can get them laid down. You want to like shoot him a message real quick just to find out if he's joining us or not?
Yeah. Alright, I sent him a message. If he gets back to me, I'll let you know.
Alright. In the meantime, I went over and made the announcement in Hunter's Discord since I forgot to do that.
Yes, I did.
We'll see what happens. It's not like we care about actually having viewers anyways.
It'd be nice, but it's not really a requirement.
I have accepted the fact that we're never even making affiliate.
I never considered it an option. I need to find my hoe. I lost the special one, which is not a huge thing, but
it's entirely possible. I know there's a bunch of tools in your old house in the chest here.
That's true. It's probably in the old house.
Yep, I'm looking at it right there. Your sickle, your hoe. You've got a crop reader in there.
There we go.
The simple wooden box you had built over by the starting area.
Yes. It was more a place to store and harvest mass quantities of resources so I could build the house. And then I just sort of dug a hole, as is my way. Okay. I need to actually get started on crops. Because I have done none of that, and as a result, I have no money. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Home for dirt. Showing off the basic drawers mod. Just lets you stack up a bunch of resources into dedicated shelving. So if you have massive amounts of stuff that you keep, like wood or whatnot,
You don't have to end up having 35,000 chests.
exactly. Stardew's xylophones begin. We've been collecting these for long enough. Let's go turn in some of these flowers and get some crops. Actually do some farming. Duh. As a reminder, since I had mostly not done it on camera, it was mostly Bograt and Shiv doing it. In the second floor of Yulif's house is Yulif's sister, and if you talk to her with flowers in your hand, she will give you seeds.
Well, she'll give you turnip seeds specifically. If you want other seeds, you can buy them from Jenny at the general store.
Yes.
Yo.
Yo.
Howdy, howdy. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going.
Did you already grab the plans for the animal ranch and poultry farm?
No.
Okay. I haven't done so either. I did not want to do so until we checked with you to find out for sure.
I'll be on here in just a second. We're running a
Yeah,
little
no
bit
worries.
late. We have an impromptu nap.
I can absolutely sympathize.
Yep.
I, as is my habit, was up far too late last night. In this particular instance, I was watching a movie, which turned out to be very good, and I was very pleased with that. But
Which movie did you see?
I watched Knives Out.
Oh, I've heard Knives Out was really good.
It was really good.
I have not heard of this movie.
If you are at all into the sort of Inspector Clouseau, like Columbo, like murder mystery kind of thing, it is a stellar example of that type of film. Got an amazing cast to Daniel Craig, Michael Shannon. Like, it is absolutely phenomenal. Jamie Lee Curtis is in there. Like, it's amazingly good.
Mm-hmm. I'll be back in a moment while it's loading.
Okay. No worries. While I was waiting for you to find out if we already had the plans, I decided to build something important.
What was that?
Well, if you come over to the center of town, you'll see.
In a second, I'm shoving bird into my mouth. Alright. I saw you building it as oh, was that... I'm hoping that's just a stand for you to give your lordly business on.
I mean, you're partially accurate.
I knew exactly that that's where this was going. I even got the little... God damn it.
Gotta
That's
keep them
depressing. There's 4 people in town, not counting us.
Yeah, and if these motherfuckers don't want there to be 3, they better show some respect. I was scrolling through DecoCraft stuff and I saw that and I was just like, I have to. Like, I can't not. It's horrible, but it must be done. Keep them in fucking line. Uppity villagers.
Marius, what's wrong with you today? Okay. We got some money. Let's go buy some seeds that aren't turnips. General store.
All right.
They're...
Free cucumber seeds.
there a reason we put a gallows in the middle of town?
That's a
Not a
guillotine.
gallows, it's a
Or a
guillotine.
sorry.
It's to keep them in fucking line.
Because Bograt's a madman.
As Krampus noted, if you come up here, it's even got the little divot for the head to fall into.
Does.
I am thorough.
You're a monster.
Look, I was looking through my deco bench and I saw there was the guillotine. It had to be done. Here, Shiv, do we want to grab the, too late for this day, actually, already. It's already past the time he's closed. But tomorrow, we will grab... I'll let you know, too, since you weren't here yet. There's a little double chest next to Eulif's now. I'm just throwing logs and stone in there, so we just have a stockpile of those materials for when we want to grab other buildings.
Okay. Do we have enough for the...
Oh, yeah, there's like a couple hundred of each in there right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you effectively terraform the top of a mountain in order to make your house, you end up with an awful lot of stone. And I got a little overzealous with the wood cutting for my house, so I had a ton of logs left over.
House will eventually have things in it. There we go.
Oh yeah, I did forget, by the way, Krampus, when you were going through my place, to point it out. Probably my favorite thing on my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Next time you're there, take a look up.
I'll come take a look at it. Cola.
That's a diet red grapefruit soda.
Ah.
Signature Select brand.
Signature Select.
Yep.
Previously known as Refreshing.
Refreshy. Yes. But yes, they actually have a diet red grapefruit soda, which is delicious and is awesome because it's actually surprisingly hard to find Ruby Red Squirt. Like, I'm honestly not 100% sure they even make it anymore at this point because I see it so infrequently.
Okay. Gotta make some shovels.
Alright, let us figure out where we want to put the poultry farm and, more importantly, the animal ranch, since that takes up a bazillion acres.
Yep.
Okay.
I have an Animal Ranch blueprint.
Woo.
All right.
Roughly where do we want to put?
I mean, where will it fit?
Hmm,
I've got the poultry farm, by the way, so probably want to put them near each other.
Oh, this will fit right here. Bam. Now, I'm not sure if we can actually have two building at once since he manually builds them, but
We'll see. You put it down already?
yeah, it's going to be right in this area.
Okay. Well, here he comes. Yep, starting to clear the ground for it.
Yeah. It's wider than
I
it
am-
is long, so
I imagine we can probably place both of them at the same time. It's just a matter of he'll one at a time, basically.
yeah.
I'll let him finish building it, and then once I see where it is, I'll figure out about putting the...
Yeah, I said it's wider than it is long. So. Jenny, where are you?
Probably down in the basement. She will basically always either be at the counter or in the basement.
Okay, so no easy way to get books yet.
No, again, we don't have any reliable source of leather at the moment.
Yeah. It's one of those things about playing mod packs and then going to like a custom one like this. Tinker's Construct has become so ubiquitous in the mod community that it's weird to not have the little quality of life things that it adds.
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Oh, no, it absolutely does. I'm not complaining.
It doesn't really
I'm just saying,
fit
like,
thematically.
yeah, just like my muscle memory kind of goes like, oh, I should be able to make books now. Oh, that recipe does not work. That's right, I was making shovels. To go a-shoveling.
It's a shovel.
Options. Right.
Okay, and yeah, that is the case. It is just a matter of you can absolutely have two set down at once. He will just build one and then go on to building the next.
Okay. Losing my train of thought.
Oh,
Something happened?
cows.
Cows.
I need to build a pen for you guys.
Googly ass.
Have.
Oh god!
What was that?
That was a creeper exploding.
No, no, no cow. Yay, cows.
Yay.
Ooh.
Underwater mining. Fun for you and me. So basically, to explain what I'm doing for the audience, the theoretical audience, there are some things that are locked behind progression as far as like buying them from the general store, but there's also some stuff from the mod packs that we can just do right off the bat. And one of those is making a coal coke furnace, which allows us to turn charcoal or regular coal into coal coke, which burns for even longer. It is a much more efficient fuel source. So I am gathering up some clay and some sand, which are the ingredients for the coal coke furnace, or for the bricks necessary to create it. That should be enough, and I'm getting dangerously low on health. I need to return to the surface world. Fancy music.
Poor dog.
It's traditional. It's what I always name my dog in any Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley game.
What did you name the dog?
Stupid.
Harsh.
I mean, let's be real here. I'm just saving time, because if I wanted to come over, I'm just going to yell, "Come here, stupid," anyway.
I guess that's what I should have expected from the man who put the guillotine in our town square.
Now I've got to go through this significantly long list of dog talents. Decide what I want to do.
Do you have any idea what the blocks of the Animal Ranch are? The, like, tag for it is off the screen.
Give me a second.
I'm coming. What was the question?
So there's, like, blocks that you can buy from the, not the Animal Ranch, not the coop.
Let's see. I would tell you, but he already closed for the day, so I can't look at them. Chicken!
I have a chicken! Accident.
Yeehaw!
Cows.
Nest box.
Also, apparently Krampus just left the cow sitting here.
Yeah, I saw it.
I did. Yeah.
It's gonna be my cow in a second.
Yep.
I don't have a place for the cow right now.
Well, I'm
Andale.
wrangling your cow then.
That's fine.
Andale.
Is it
Yeah.
wrangling if I've abandoned him?
This amuses me far more than it should.
What's that?
Riding my dog.
Ah.
Here, by the way.
Oh. Oh. Thank you.
Since God knows I'm not going to raise chickens.
Cow. Moo cow. I'll take care of you since that mean man abandoned you.
Look, I talked to a shopkeeper and said I would like a tutorial on how to raise cows, and he gave me it. That's like going into a library and saying I would like a book on carburetors and being given a car.
Oh, right. I had mentioned Krampus, by the way. I did figure out why nests sometimes drop blaze powder.
Huh.
So if you go into like a crafting matrix and combine any bird egg with blaze powder, it increases the chances of that egg to have an actual spawn.
Ah.
Everything transferred over from the old temporary base to the new base. Make a new home. Send Krampus to the home.
Okay, I have the blueprints for the blacksmith and the mining hut.
Oh,
All right.
give me 1 second. I'll be over there. Back to town. And which one is this? This is the blacksmith?
This is the blacksmith.
Okay.
I gave it a bit of space between it and the other buildings because there is lava in the blacksmith, which will cause other buildings to catch on fire if it's too near to them.
Yeah. Alright, we'll let the handsome gent go about his business.
Hey, Mook out. Back.
Cow just wants to be free.
Got.
I've never gone east before. More surface iron.
Looks like the blocks are just blocks. The ones sold in the animal ranch.
Hmm.
As far as I can tell, they don't do anything special.
Achievement. Moo Moo Milk. Let's see. There's some flowers out here. Ooh, woodland shrine. Nothing in it, but... Oh, flamingo. Flamingos and herons? Bones. Bones, give me these sticks. area of the house. The Botania flowers.
All right. We now have a blacksmith and a mining hut.
Nice.
Woo! Probably have some kind of music in the background.
Hmm?
Let's see. There we go. Nice generic background music. We have some kind of thing back here. Options. All these turnips.
I will be right back.
Yep.
Yep.
No worries. Check out the blacksmith and the mining hut. We go out and collect more wood. hammer. Okay. So there's some sort of mine that we can go to? The wording on this is a little ambiguous.
There is a mine.
There is a mine?
Yes, but we have to create the mining hill first.
Ah, is it like a separate dimension?
Yes.
Ah, okay, that would explain things then. They're becoming more and more intricate all the time. Separate mining world with mining nodes and mine. Let's see. Go get my smithing box, my selling box back from the old house.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Let's see. Okay, so blacksmith's hours are 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. They're closed on Thursdays
Yep.
for reasons.
Want a day off.
And mining hut is Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m.
Yeah, I went over and talked to him already and learned about the next thing we need to do, which is the mining hill.
Yes. Yes, the mining hill, which technically gives us access to like the special mine, this mod.
Yes. It's a fairly jaunty soundtrack I found. It's an hour-long video on YouTube just called RPG Town and Village Music.
Hmm.
That's just generic, like, old-timey medieval village music. If the game is only going to play me, like, 30-second tracks every 2 in-game days or so, I figure I might as well do something to break up the silence.
I have a call. I'll be right back.
Yep. Oh.
Oh.
Interesting. I found an actual Hellmouth. It's literally like a crater that's full of obsidian and netherrack and lots of fire and soul sand. I am gathering some of the netherrack to bring back to you for your fireplace. Okay, so I have 8 pieces of netherrack that I'm bringing back. Owls. Hoothawks. Oh my. I made a tidy profit from those turnips. So what are you guys working on?
Finishing up my library.
Ah. Ah, right. After immediately saying that I found it, I forgot to actually come and give you the netherrack. Let me go sleep real quick.
Yes, I certainly didn't acquire a supply of leather. Certainly didn't come from one of the chests in one of the new buildings.
What are you up to, Shiv?
He had a call, and that's
Oh,
definitely I don't
right,
think he's
okay.
back yet.
Yes, he's currently in his house. In his house, I don't care.
Okay, so hopefully that'll stay contained in the fireplace.
There shouldn't be anything else flammable over there?
Well, I mean, there's the wood, but it's separated by between the fire and the bricks, so I'm hoping that that's enough distance to keep from jumping. Fire normally doesn't jump that far. We'll see.
Really? Lock. Action.
The blacksmith just sells prosperity shards.
Huh. Interesting. Shear, sickle. He also sells the shipment box. This man is just selling ingots of uranium.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need uranium? Sure? Alright.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I missed anything spectacular?
Not particularly.
Not really.
Never-ending quest for wood.
Quest for wood. That shouldn't be hard.
Yep. I'm out here right now chopping it. It's just I need a lot of wood. almost done. Every time I come around to the side of my house, walk by, I see that guillotine standing in the middle of the square, and I wonder about things. About the state of this town.
Right. Reminder.
A reminder that putting you in charge was a mistake?
Too late now. Look, if you won't let me use the guillotine, the next plan is having to move on to giant motorcycle battleships to flatten the Earth.
Ah, the Duke strategy.
Okay, so at some point here, we're gonna have to start working on a power system.
Okay. What you have in mind that needs power?
I mean, the carpenter, like the machine, not the...
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, RF.
Yeah.
I'm working on the start of immersive engineering right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we're gonna get into immersive engineering as well, which all requires power, so...
Hold on.
We gotta, at some point, start setting up power generation. Like, that's the thing. In addition to the actual, like, playground village buildings, we do need to actually build some of the buildings for actual production stuff.
Yes.
Like, we're gonna need steel production, we're gonna need a place for power generation, etc., etc.
Working on getting creosote production up and online. I've got the bricks smelting right now for it.
Yeah.
And creosote will let us build treated wood. Treated wood will let us build windmill blades. And then the copper coil is just something we buy from the general store.
Yep.
two coal coke ovens that are now producing.
Ow.
Grab some actual coal to throw into these. Grab some food.
All right. Mining hill now.
Oh, yeah, the mining hill?
Yeah.
That is so clever. I actually really like that.
Huh.
The mining portal.
Oh, yeah.
And this just, I guess, restocks each day with,
Yes. It will regenerate rocks, and then there's also a ladder that takes you into
The next level
deeper
down.
levels, and the deeper you go, the more likely you are to find better ores and so on. But it also gets more dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah, it's much more like a Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley mine than
Yep.
mining in Minecraft. To the point where specifically, I think the walls and floors may be indestructible here.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that's what's going on here. Aha.
Yeah, so we've made it deep enough now that we're going to start finding copper nodes, and eventually you'll go down, you'll find like silver, gold, etc.
Yeah. I take it the mine's levels reset each day too?
I believe so.
Okay. guess to leave, you just climb back up everything.
Yep. There's also an item you can buy from, I believe, the blacksmith called the escape rope that'll just take you right out.
Mine portal. Oh, hi, Brandon. Oh, interesting.
Huh.
If... Oh! Brandon's dead. So apparently if you jump and then hit a rock on the way down, you will smash that rock instantly.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
And
what
then you
the,
blew up Brandon.
that's what the miner guy said. You also smashed...
Before or after you blew him up?
Huh? I did not blow him up. The creeper blew him up.
Likely story.
He fell into an explosion.
That's worrisome.
Huh.
There's a creeper inside the animal ranch.
I mean, it doesn't have doors, so...
Yeah, that's how you get
True.
creeper milk. Okay. Glass. More sand.
Dude.
Ah.
Welcome.
Hey.
Just in time for us to be wrapping up shortly. But
Yeah, pretty
Kind
much.
of figured.
But that's okay. Welcome anyway, Vince.
Yep.
Vince is that guy. You know the one.
Yes.
From such things as that thing.
Another thing.
Yeah. And who could forget? Hey, remember that thing? Good times. Harvesting turnips. Harvesting turnips. Turn them in.
okay. Creeper in the animal ranch problem has been taken care of.
Okay.
Did it just spawn in there? Did it wander in there?
It wandered in. I mean, the animal ranch doesn't have a door, so...
Well, okay, yeah, that would... kind of make it easy for it to wander in.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've made a lot of good progress today. We got most of the rest of the town buildings, actually.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think we only have the cafe and the town hall left.
Fishing hut. Technically, the goddess pond. A couple others, but like I said, most of them. I think the fishing hut and the cafe are the functional ones we have remaining.
Okay.
Or no, church as well. The church also has function. But yeah, most of the ones we have left don't actually do anything. So they just add some villagers, basically.
Alright.
Do villagers do anything?
I mean, some of them are marriageable. That's about it.
Hmm.
If they are not a shop, then no, not really.
Okay.
If you befriend them, they will sometimes give you gifts. We could probably wrap up this day, and it's probably a good place to call it.
Yep. It's kind of a low-key, chill kind of stream.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's always going to be.
Yep. It's Minecraft. It's not really exciting.
It's farming. It's Minecraft hybrided with Harvest Moon / Stardew Valley.
The only game series more chill than Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yep. Sand. Let's see.
Moo cow, please.
Cow is uncaring to your pleas. As is the nature of cows.
the 38th day of spring, and I fear we may go mad. There is only one cow in the village. We are down to eating the turnips. The man who lives in the mansion on the beach has begun murdering pelicans to eat. This has not improved town morale. Neither has the guillotine. Neither has the man on the mansion on the beach using the guillotine to kill pelicans.
Not poisoning pigeons in the park.
Nope. That comes later.
That is not what the guillotine was put there for. I must insist you stop it.
People will not be silenced!
Oh, they will after a short, sharp shock.
So people hold the mayor mad when he decided to reenact a social, or as a social experiment, decided to make his town reenact the Reign of Terror.
Turned out to be quite a fun experiment, but it only disturbed the townspeople more. Do we like this? Are we those kind of people? I think we do. By Jove, Idyllic, I guess we're the monsters.
Alright, on that note.
Yep. Alright, thank you for
That's gonna
joining
do
us.
it for us for today. Thank you for joining us again for another Sunday afternoon Sound Goblin stream. We will be back on Tuesday with more Chroma Squad.
Yep.
Season 3 of the Fodlan Reign. And then next Saturday, we're gonna be filling in since we have completed Enchanted Arms. We're gonna get something else going. I'm not gonna announce it yet because I still need to do some tech tests to see if what I have planned is gonna work. But if not, we'll figure out something. So we'll be back Saturday at around 2-ish to do that. And then next Sunday we'll be back probably with more Farming Valley. So thank you all for joining us again. As always, I've been Bog Rider Josh.
I've been the Krampus.
I've been Shiv.
And I showed up just in time.
Yeah.
Have a good one, everyone.
Have a good one, y'all.
Yep.
Bye.